To the music.
Set.
Let's go.
Right. Are you ready to start this show?
Yes.
Well, let's get in. Everybody's got a million reasons to blow your brains out with me, Ricky Warden, and Dave Jarvis.
Dave Jarvis.
That's me.
Joined
Man.
by the beautiful Ariel.
Joined by the
Woo.
Special
beautiful
guest
Ariel.
Phoenix. And the kick-ass band out of Dallas, Infinity Vein. Everyone join us tonight in the chats. Let's participate and have a good time together. Now, your host and mine, Dave
Jarvis.
I love you guys so much.
I love you.
Well, welcome everybody to my favorite night of the week. This is Wednesday, July 12th, I believe. I believe it's July 12th. We are balls deep into the triple digits out here in North Texas. I would like to see how everybody else's balls are doing. Starting from the top left, Ricky, Phoenix, how are y'all doing?
Good.
Wonderful. Good, good. Ariel, how are you feeling?
Kick ass, man, kick ass.
Wonderful, wonderful. And our guest, not actually from Dallas, but as far as I can tell, from Haltom City. Is that correct?
How
That's
you
correct.
doing, David
All right.
Jarvis?
In
all over the
Infinity
Dallas
Vein.
How
Well,
you doing, David Jarvis?
I'm quite well, Phoenix. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too, David Jarvis.
Aww. Well, how has everybody's week been so far? Phoenix, how was your week?
Good.
You want to tell a joke?
Kick ass. My week was kick ass, David Jarvis.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you get.
Nice. Ariel, how was your week?
Now you tell it. How about
Fantastic. I'm dying over here. Oh, man. That just actually made my week.
Oh, good, good. We like to produce Kodak moments out here with blow your brains out.
Guys,
Sir?
guys,
Yes?
I want to tell you a joke.
Okay.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Let's hear it.
Who's there?
Woo.
Woo-hoo.
Why are you so excited?
That's a good one, Phoenix. Woohoo!
All right, well done. How has y'all's week been, Infinity Vein?
Hot.
Hot, busy, but good.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah. Good
How was y'all's 4th of July?
Awesome.
It was great.
A good time.
Yeah, just pretty chill.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Yeah. Well, a bunch of people got shot, but other than that, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Glad you made it through. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I stay indoors these days.
That's the most effective way to dodge bullets.
Okay, we are here. I'm here. Phoenix is here. Dave Jarvis is here. I can't hear you though.
Oh no.
Huh.
Was-
Well, we can hear you.
Guys, are you
Sounds like a personal
I might
problem,
have to
Ricky.
set you down. I don't know what's happened. We lost part of our show here.
Technical difficulties. And you will get that and more here with your brothers
Yeah,
and
I
sister at
cannot
Blow
hear
Your
you
Brains
in
Out.
my headphones, and
So-
I don't know what happened to
I don't know what happened.
both Ariel and the band Infinity Vein. Hey, I'm gonna play this song and I'm gonna set Phoenix down and figure this out. We'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Dope.
Wow, we look good.
That was a cold day.
Yes, it was.
It beats today.
For everyone except Jana, she was miserable.
I was too, but looking back, I want that back.
She had a.
I just needed to wear the proper clothing.
Yeah.
That's all. I honestly thought I was going to lose like body parts.
Do you believe in me like I believe in you? Will you stand by me when the world falls?
An appropriate song once again.
That was
It's
lovely.
one of the things I like about all the bands on this show is that everybody kicks ass.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that echo is still there, and that'll be okay, but that should be our only technical difficulty other than this monster here potentially and my computer being too close to him. And
And
I don't know
Ariel, our
what
wild
happened,
card.
but I kicked my hat off, and I don't know if Phoenix hit the computer power switch at the same time or just my hat hit the wrong keystroke. But either way, I want to thank everyone for hanging in there with us. We do have comments in here, so we'll get to them in a second. Okay, you done already? All right. You're gonna have to chill, bro. Really, you're gonna have to chill. You can't do that because you're gonna get hurt, and I can't let you get hurt. So I'm gonna make you sit down if you don't chill. All right. So everybody's here.
Welcome back,
That was
Ricky.
an excellent song.
Very, very lovely
I'm
song.
done.
Where did you record that at?
Session Works out of where's it called there?
Hurst?
Hurst. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Session Works in Hurst,
Okay.
Texas.
Was that with Jeff?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
What was the name of the song?
Angel.
Like it.
All right.
Thank you.
Is it me or are they like low in the mix?
They turned their stuff down, I think, so the echo would be less.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
That would be
Um,
Jeff Sessions. That's what I was saying. Jeff Sessions over at Session Works. Did he produce your
Well, it's
stuff?
actually Jeff Mount. Jeff Sessions worked for Trump,
Yep.
but close, very close. I know Infinity Vein, they like to keep it very political. Is that correct?
No.
Yeah, no.
Good fucking answer.
So
All right.
I'm hearing some audio in the background, but that's okay. If you guys can deal with it, I can deal with it. You're dealing with me here, but I'm just gonna let you know real quick. So that's an excellent song. The song title is Angel for anyone listening. And when did you guys record that?
That when was that? That was
Valentine's Day, we released it.
Oh,
T.
yeah.
Warden.
yeah, we did
See
release it
that?
on Valentine's Day,
Yeah, so
You
that was
know
back
who
in
that is?
February.
which
That's
was very
their mom.
appropriate
And
because
she
I
says,
actually
"Hey,
you
she
didn't
watching
tell
you
me
act like a monkey."
the origin.
Yeah, so
So will you please
me
settle
and
down?
RM here. My name is Jana. I do the vocals and keys, and RM here is my husband, and he actually wrote that song "Angel" about me, and I'm singing it. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave it to her on a Valentine's Day.
yeah, he wrote it for Valentine's Day. So he does growls for all of our stuff. There's a few songs in the future that he'll be singing into, but he also writes all of our lyrics too. So
It was
Nice.
a very lovely
all of the
song. I
songs.
love the way that you play the keys, by the way. Very nice.
Thank you.
How long have you
So-
been playing piano?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
How long have you been playing piano?
Oh gosh. Well, I took lessons when I was 12, and then I did a little bit again in college. But I've been playing probably since I was like 7 years old, so a long time. I actually teach piano and vocals at a school of rock in South Lake and Keller now, so it's a lot of fun. I love it.
Very cool.
How long y'all been jamming together?
It's we've been
October 1st.
huh?
October 1st.
October 1st. So we formed in October. So we've been playing for it's getting close to a year. That's really exciting.
Very cool. Very cool. Did y'all come together over a similar sound, or were you just like, you know what, I like this, and I also like this. Let's try to mash them together.
It was kind of like that.
I mean, yeah, in a way. Like Mike here messaged me online and wanted to start a like gothic symphonic kind of thing, and I'm like sure that would be fun, but you know, whenever we're writing songs, the writing process, the song will be whatever it wants to be. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So Angel is not really that kind of like gothic symphonic sound, but some of our other stuff is definitely more spooky, leaning that direction. So we all take a lot of influence from a lot of that genre anyway. All of us really like Typo Negative, and I think Mike likes Nightwish, and so there's lots of different genres all over the place, but we all kind of like came together to try to like make our own sort of like metal sound. So
All right. So are y'all October Rust fans or Bloody Kisses fans?
October Rust.
October Rust, hands down.
October Rust.
Beautiful, beautiful. I like you
Hey
already.
guys, we have Randy Roy in the chats. He says he saw Infinity Vein at Growl, and you guys were hood stuff.
Good stuff.
You mean good
Thank you.
stuff?
Oh,
Totally hood.
good.
There you go.
Good.
Typo.
Hood and good. It's all the same these
I
days.
was like, what's hood stuff?
So,
Thank you
yeah,
very much,
man.
Randy.
It was really nice meeting you guys. I feel like I'm an announcer at a baseball game. But it was really nice meeting y'all at the show. I'm just thankful that I got to see Vane. We were at a fireworks show, and as a good fireworks show always does, it was postponed, and you know I got there late. But I make the best of it and took in what I could and drank as many beers as I could before they closed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Vane is awesome.
You guys
The,
enjoy that brewery over there?
It was cool.
Yeah, I actually really liked the all the people who worked at the brewery were super nice too, and I thought it was really cool that they like let each of the band members have like 3 free drinks, so that was super cool. But yeah, it was great. I like the atmosphere over there too.
Yeah.
Do y'all prefer beer or liquor?
I really can't drink very much because I'm a lightweight, but most of the time I think I'm more of like a vodka person.
Well, good for you. Don't be like us. Be better than us. You have dreams and aspirations. We climb down bottles and
I
bags
just
of
now
weed.
noticed that I didn't have my background on like I normally do, and that y'all could see my.
It's okay. We know where you live now.
Okay, I'll scoot over so you can see my big tie dye.
I'm the
We're coming to find you.
Exactly.
Yeah. That whole witness protection thing. You're
Hey,
fucked.
how'd you know? I wasn't like trying to tell everyone I was hiding. No, I'm not.
Oh, I've
kidding.
I've seen My
honestly
Blue
have nothing
Heaven.
to hide.
You are Steve Martin.
I'm with this guy. You know, we go crazy everywhere we go, and we enjoy it. So, but everybody out there in the world, y'all be cool. Hey, do you have something to say before we sit in that recliner and I ask these guys some things? What are you doing? You doing your telescope? Hey, Dave Jarvis, how you doing,
Yes, sir.
man?
I am most excellent,
Are you
sir.
even hanging in there?
Yeah.
Dave Jarvis has
I-
already probably put his phone down and walked away. He's like, oh well. Just
Can you not hear me?
see what
You
happens
can hear
from
you,
here.
Dave.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay, so Ricky's losing his mind. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Has he really had it though this entire time?
Well, I think Phoenix shares it. They're like a hive mind.
If that's the hive mind, I'm severely concerned.
No, they are legion, for they are many.
Yeah, I do. I can tell you that, the more you get, the closer you are to the microphone, the better we're going to hear you. But I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't mind telling you, man, when I'm with this kid right here, I really can't do much of anything else. He reminds
that
me
feeling.
so much of myself, I can't fault him in any way, shape, or form at all whatsoever, but I can enjoy him, but to do it, it takes like all my energy and thought process and everything. And like one of the reasons too is because he's always pushing the levels, he's always trying to climb higher and jump further and all that stuff. He's one of those guys, and I love that stuff about him, but it's challenging to do much of anything else.
But can he sing Rob Halford?
Anyway, hey, you guys have some live shows coming up. That's a good way for me to try to kind of get back on on focus here. I got your shows coming up with Vane. Give a shout out to Vane because
right.
that's how we found out about you guys, really. So you got a
The
show
other
coming
vein,
up.
Yeah.
The other Vane, is that how you refer to it?
Yeah.
The other vein.
That's how they refer to us as well.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is, you know. Just enjoy the process. That's
Yeah, we
Band
like
names are the hardest thing
multiple
in the world,
veins
aren't
around
they?
here. We're a very vascular
Let me.
band.
How about that? I'll ask you that. How did you guys come up with the name Infinity Vane?
I'll go ahead and let you take that one.
That's Mike's question.
Yeah.
Should I tell the actual story? Okay, so.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, okay, the actual story is kind of confidential, but it did start with a buddy of mine.
We don't want to get
and-
anybody in more trouble than we already have, but you're free here to be yourself.
It's more personal. Let's put it that way.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing, brother, and thank you for your guitar work too.
Absolutely, but the name came from a buddy of mine in Detroit, and he was a paramedic up there. I started out on TikTok just kind of doing my own thing and whatnot, and I said, hey, I want you to name this idea I'm going for, and he's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, he sent me a list of different names, and that was the one I picked. So I just kind of like went looking for the members eventually for what we are now.
Yeah.
Did you have an idea of what they should look like?
Well, prettier than me.
Oh my god.
Does that answer it?
Oh, that's good. It's good to have standards. I like that.
Are we prettier than your old band, Mike?
Oh God, yes.
All right, so I had to ask to reiterate, who was your old band?
Alcohol proof.
Alcohol Proof.
Yeah.
Alcohol proof.
Well, you're a good
shot.
guitar player. He's
Thank
being
you
a
so much.
copycat. You're a good guitar player. It's a well, y'all all compliment each other very well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm excited about you guys, and then especially looking forward. So about that, you may have mentioned this already, and I apologize, but I don't think so. Do y'all have new material together, and are y'all looking to record more and things like that?
Absolutely. The show that you heard is hopefully going to be an album in the next couple of months.
Okay, so
So,
you recorded that
for-
show. Kick ass.
Yeah, everything you heard in that show, that's all of our new material. Because we really wanted to get out there and start playing shows. We have 2 of those songs out right now, and everything else in that set. There's like 8 other songs that we've got, and there's plenty more in the works. We're constantly coming up with new ideas, and we actually have been like having to stop ourselves from writing more so we can focus on getting recorded all of the new things that we've gotten so far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. On our little whiteboard over there, we have 10 songs that'll be going on our album, and we have 6 additional songs that have been like started, but we've kind of pulled back from new material while we're perfecting these and doing shows.
yeah.
So those 6 will be a start for our second album when we get there.
Yeah. Wait, is it really 6 already new ones?
Yeah, Delusional Gold Brand,
Oh my
Flecked
gosh.
Teeth, and 2 that have yet to
Don't
be
have
named.
names. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we had to like literally stop ourselves from writing new material so we could finish recording the things that were on our set for our live shows. So it's a lot.
Yeah,
It is a lot.
So
but it comes easy though.
it does. Like we just work really well together. So I'm just so glad that I've met all these people, like Mike and Micah and our drummer Cole. Like they're all very talented musicians, and they've got a lot of amazing ideas, and I love working with them.
How does bells work?
How does what work?
Do you have bells in your song?
How does what work, Phoenix?
How does bells work?
Bells?
How do bells work?
Mhm.
So like you ring them and they make noises. there's like usually a small piece of metal inside of the bell, and it will clang back and forth to the sides of the bell, and that makes a noise. And that can go for little jingle bells or like a big bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
When the metal
swings
gets
back and
struck,
forward.
it
That
begins to vibrate, and that resonance creates sound waves that we can hear.
That's the Mystery
Oh.
Wizard.
Is that the way that Infinity Vein writes music? Just clang off of each other?
We make sound waves that we hear, and we're like, oh yeah, that doesn't sound bad.
I've literally told people before when they go, "Oh, you sing?" Because I have a lot of friends who are like big fans of mine, and they'll just tell people like, "Oh yeah, she's in a band," and I go, "Yeah, sometimes I make weird noises with my mouth, and people like it."
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like the more you'll play a song, it evolves into something a little bit
Oh, yeah.
more than what it was
You
before?
You know, honestly, I think that I just develop a different relationship with the song the more that I hear it. Sometimes I'm just kind of meh about it when we first finish writing it, and I just need to like perfect how I sing something or how I play something, and then as time goes by, I'll listen back on it and be like, that actually sounds good. Or I'll like get annoyed with a specific part and realize that it needs to change. But most of the time after we've finished writing something, it stays pretty close to that same thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Sometimes if we play it too much, our drummer and bassist will start making weird things out of it.
they'll make like
funk metal.
yeah, like a funk metal or like a ska version.
And then we have to stop them. We're like, no.
He's like right there too.
Yeah, he's sitting over there in the corner trying to hide our bassist.
You can't hide from this.
Is it a fairly democratic way of writing songs?
Yeah.
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 Dictatorship. I read everything.
No, I think that's something that we've tried to like do as much as possible, talking from the beginning, that we want everyone to be able to share any ideas, thoughts, opinions about anything that we write, because we want to get as much feedback as possible when we're in this room writing things together.
Yeah.
When it's that fresh. So there was a time with one of our songs that is not out yet, but I was kind of listening to a little bit too much Celtic metal, and I tried to yodel. And they were like, that's too much. And I was like, okay, thank you for telling me that before I did it in front of other people. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I wanted, yeah, no, like, I mean, maybe I'll do like it's like a very chest kind of yodel thing, like you know, like Celtic metal kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I like I said, I do like vocal teaching, so I get to experiment with lots of different things as well. And it's just a lot of fun. But yeah, like I want them to tell me before I do it in front of a bunch of people if something sounds like I should work on it more or not do it, you know?
Yeah.
There are also so many times where I like have to ask them questions like, okay, I need opinions. Does that sound awful or not? So yeah. But I try to make it as much of a democracy as possible, even if I have to like, you know, make them tell me what's going on, you know.
Oh, dude, it's always awesome to have a bandmate or two that'll actually be honest with you. Does
Exactly.
does the honesty ever
I'm gonna
become a little
interrupt
too
while I
brutal?
can with the chats because this is a good one. Y'all know Margaret. She's proud of y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's more proud of you for all the accomplishments that you have or just putting up with this podcast tonight and my monkey boy. But thank you, Margaret.
Oh, hi, Margaret.
Thank you, Margaret. Our bass player says hi to Margaret.
Thank you, Margaret.
My fiance.
That's
There you go.
that's our bass player's fiance. She is amazing.
She's the hot.
That's my makeup.
Yeah, she does some of the makeup because we like to have like the spooky metal makeup stuff.
Here she is
Aesthetic
again.
on stage.
All of it, she says. I miss you guys.
Aw.
Oh,
That's
miss you
awesome.
too.
That's awesome. That's where this live stuff gets real, you know, full circle. Live in the chats with personal connections and Monkey Boy here. Or whatever he is. He's like Godzilla tonight. Are you being Godzilla?
No.
All right, and then so also I wanted to go back to Ville Girl because she's one of our regulars, and I always like to point out everybody in the chats. And she actually heard the song and said, "Awesome song."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've got more to come.
Randy Roy talking about Vulgar Fest coming up this weekend. A lot of good shows this weekend, everybody. We'll get into our concert calendar here shortly.
We were
Yep.
invited to that. Hold up.
And we got Margaret again with Infinity Vein is the best band.
That's true.
Well, you're making real music. I mean, I like to think I'm a songwriter. I've been listening to music since I was, and so I listen for real songs. And so I'm not saying it has to be a 3-minute song, just a real song structure that moves me and it takes you the right places at the right time, all of that. And so I hear it. Yeah, you guys are, working hard at it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're
Thank you
trying
so
our best.
much.
Hey, I want the
y'all-
best for everybody, but I have an extra love for music. It kind of being the key to the universe and all that is magical. Yeah, man, I love to see all bands, especially local bands, do good. I know it's a lot of hard work, so thank you, Margaret, for supporting them and everybody that supports this band in every way that you do. And then also this show, here's that Vulgar Fest that Randy Roy was talking about.
There we go.
And I had pulled this one up earlier, but I forgot to, talk about it at the time.
That's what I like to see.
And here's Dank Country. I like this. Why don't you send us a cap for Satanic Blonde Boy?
I don't think we're opening it.
I hear Dank Country's got some new caps out that would be fitting.
Oh, as soon as we get them, I'll let you know.
You want to be called the Satanic Blonde Boy? Well, Dank asked, okay?
When Dank asks, the answer is yes.
Do we
All right.
That's a terrible,
I'm kind of
terrible
playing
answer.
along because they have new baseball caps out, everybody. If you don't already know, Dave Jarvis, our host, is in the band Dank. And they have a new baseball cap out that everybody needs to go pick up one of those. And then I'm going to comment on this show here. We got Infinity Vein playing with Vane and Chell on Earth. This is Thursday, May 27th at Big Rob's. That's in Euless off of Trinity Boulevard. Right
Did you
around
say
the
May
corner from all
27th?
you North Arlington and Euless
Does
folks.
July.
have a cello?
July.
What did I
They
say?
don't.
July 27, everybody.
There we go.
All right, and then O'Reilly's. This is a little further away, but okay. We got O'Reilly's coming up Friday, August the 11th with Fade the Ace, Infinity Vein. You guys got any other shows coming up that you'd like to share?
We have 2 other ones that are just not announced just yet. That are
Cool.
They'll be in September though.
Yeah, so that means that you guys are playing shows and booking shows. That's good. There's nothing will make you better. I believe in rehearsing 3 times a week with your band if you can. I mean, I really believe it takes that kind of commitment. You got to get as close to it as possible, and you have to put in really 8 hours a day yourself on your own somehow.
Yep.
And it's kind of that kind of commitment that it takes, but nothing will, help you improve and come into that magical wonderland better than performance, I believe.
Yeah, I felt
sure.
that.
Yeah,
Actually.
that's so true.
So wishing you guys the best with your shows and that it all comes together and a lot of people
Thank
get
you.
to get out and enjoy you.
Thank you.
What songs do y'all have available for sale online currently other than that song Angel?
So the only other song we have besides Angel out right now is our first single, which is The Unknown. So we have The Unknown and we have Angel, those 2 songs out on all streaming platforms.
We have some
Okay.
others that are in the works, and they should be coming out over the coming months.
Yeah.
So
Are y'all gonna keep
Since,
recording with Session Works?
Since we're on YouTube, I kind of like to share YouTube, so I'm going to go ahead and hop on over to your YouTube channel and share that real quick. And while I'm, doing that, I'm going to encourage all of our listeners to do the same. Everybody head over now or directly after the show to Infinity Vein on YouTube. Even if you're on Facebook, don't act like you can't hop on over to YouTube. But this is what you're going to see when you get there. It looks like this. Go ahead and hit subscribe. I normally already pre-subscribed, but since I didn't know you guys, I waited so I could do this. While you're there, hit that bell, ring it, notify all so you're notified. And that's how you can support this show, Blow Your Brains Out. It's how you can support every local band, your friends, your family. Just take a minute to do that if you can. It helps a bunch. And when you get there, you can hear these songs. Here's The Unknown right here.
Log on to your friends' accounts. Go ahead and do that for them.
Hey, I'll tell you, one of my go-tos is if I'm not at Sprint very much anymore, but back in the day when I used to be at the Sprint stores or a T-Mobile or a AT&T, whatever, I'd hop on all the different phones and go to my my Reverb Nation page or my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, get it while you can, man. Probably not something you can even do anymore. Like I said, I hadn't been to a store in a while. So that means that the phone I'm using now is an older iPhone, and it's got a cracked screen and all that stuff, right?
It happens.
Hey, what do you guys think about technology while we're on it? Elon Musk, his argument for AI is that we are already cyborgs.
All right.
Definitely a cyborg.
With it. Like,
Well, in the
Definitely.
sense, it's this makes us the cyborg because everywhere we go, this goes with us. I leave it in the car when I'm going inside stores, but other than that, it has all our. I'm quoting Elon Musk now. It has all your phone numbers on it. Everyone you communicate to in almost every way goes through this phone. It's always by your side. You have it with you. You're already connected to it in such a way that you're already a cyborg, is how he puts it.
it's already augmenting our memory capacity and anything else we needed to do. So I kind of see that argument. That's fair, I suppose. A little bit of a reach, I think, from actually augmenting our physical bodies, which is what a cyborg is technically.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna get into the sci-fi knowledge fiction really quickly if we want to talk about the technicality of what a cyborg actually is.
I don't like saying that Elon Musk has a point with anything, but
Here.
as far as that
I didn't say I was a fan or a hater. I was just, yeah. Carry on.
It's all good.
We're not a political band. I'm just a political person.
I don't think cyborg is. We were in a scientific world, I believe, more than anything. I mean, it's kind of real. All the. Hey, I was talking to a friend about it earlier. I guess that's why I brought it up. And he was telling me about Amazon, that he pays good money for his algorithms. Like, they know him very well. He's like, my Amazon knows me. I pay good money for that shit.
Right.
No, I think it also puts out an interesting thought process of what is real and what isn't, because we are so heavily integrated into the technology itself, but it's not the other way around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
It's still at a point where it's a choice. You still have a will.
Right.
Yeah, well, what he was referring to specifically, maybe I should clarify, is that, he has Amazon TV and commercial free, so that's worth something, commercial free television. YouTube charges $20 a month to get rid of the commercials, So, then also as an Amazon Prime member, he gets free deliveries. So those two things alone, free delivery package and television that's commercial free, But then he said, no, I get music too. Like I get like, and that's where I say, you know, Amazon, their algorithms really know me. I mean, I can put in one of my songs and they got all of my songs queued up. They already know all the shit I want to listen to. And so the funny thing about that was I had to tell him, you know, because we were talking about all the qualities of Amazon, that right now today as an artist producing MP3s and selling them online, Amazon is paying artists more than any other MP3 format. So it's kind of weird.
It is.
Yeah. I mean,
All right, well, anything else fantastical about the future? You got any prophecies you want to predict?
prophecies?
Yeah, you want to share? You feeling any magic in the air?
Coming up in about 5 years, I think.
With who? Who would be the band? Who would be the band that you would go out on tour with to break Infinity Vein?
We're going to be tagging along with Amorphous.
Okay.
Rammstein's final tour, Micah says.
Yeah.
That's a dream.
I'm good. Well, no, wait. We can put this together. We'll call it the Blow Your Brains Out Rammstein tour, because that's what he's going to have to do after this last media onslaught. He'll blow his brains out like me every Wednesday, just every night on the stage.
We'll bring Randy with us.
I like the way you think.
Do what?
And we can get Ariel. Do y'all know that Ariel plays in a band called Against All Odds?
No, I didn't know that.
Nice.
That's so cool. I'll have to check them out.
Well, do you want to? I can play a song for you if you have a minute and want to hear it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and do that, because I'd like to say something to Phoenix real quick also. And have a good couple of questions for you. All right, guys, thank you very much, everybody. This is Against All Odd, our own Ariel, here with us every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. The song is called Home.
Drifting to sleep and just fade away. No one will know where you will go. You are safe
that good?
Yes.
So thank you for listening and taking the time. You guys will, obviously do some shows together in the future.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It reminded
They're
me
they're
of
from Forney, Texas.
that is so cool. It reminded me of there's this song from the Silent Hill series called "One More Soul to the Call." It reminded me a lot of that. It was
You were
really
listening
good.
to the words, huh?
Yeah. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Well, I noticed the same type of thing. I mean, whoever wrote the lyrics to Angel, like it was really fitting for the beginning of the show and everything that was happening. So, congratulations to both of you. And again, that gave me a minute to get my grandson set up with a drink and chill. And I got his little show on TV, so we're good.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I'd like to go ahead and ask you about a little of your guitar playing, and you may have mentioned this already, but it's important to me, and I didn't hear it if you did. But you played with Alcohol. Who was it again?
Alcohol Proof.
Alcohol Proof.
Yeah.
Tell me about that band, and tell me a little bit about your past and your guitar skills.
So I started when I was 12, like right around 12 years old. That's when I started playing guitar, and I started like plucking at one string kind of thing. And it just kind of evolved. And I
Bow, bow, bow,
Yeah,
bow,
yeah, yeah.
bow, bow, now.
just basic, I
Second
think it was
song
like
was
chord
Iron
bond or
Man.
something. And I just evolved from there. And all throughout high school, I was in like little bands, and we thought we were cool and played roller rinks and whatever. And we thought we were Metallica. We clearly weren't. But it just kind of got more and more and more from there, and I started to do like some solo stuff and whatnot. Kind of like taking the approach of like a Steve Vai, because I really love Steve Vai to death, or a Joe Satriani type thing. So I was doing that a lot, and then I got to Alcohol Proof, and it took me on for about 3.5 years until I decided, okay, I gotta go do something that I've been wanting to do, and that's where Infinity Vein came from. And Alcohol Proof was completely different than this. It was more of a rock and roll type sound.
Got it. I mean, it sounds more rock and roll. Alcohol Proof, good party band.
Yeah. A lot of older style type metal. The AC/DC type thing, whatnot.
Yeah. You got
It
any
gave me
favorite
a chance.
guitarist or most influential?
Yeah, yeah. And it gave me a chance to kind of grow in that band. And as I started to find myself growing beyond that band, that's when I was like, okay, that's when I need to do something now. Different.
I think it's safe to say that especially with the writing process, Infinity Vein, we've been pushing Mike to do crazier and crazier things
Yeah.
all the time. I love giving him a hard time.
She does.
It makes the songs really good though, and I know he can do it, so it's
Well,
great. I feel like that's what you need in a band.
I think in just that one song alone, you can hear that it was a collaboration. And I commend you guys for that because I believe that's art. I've always found it challenging to tell other artists what to do. The easiest or the best thing is to allow artists to do what they do and hope that it all works out right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it does, then you have it.
It's kind of interesting because we're like, when it comes to me, we're blending like an 80s style, which I grew up on, like Cinderella and Poison and Motley Crue and all those, Rat. And it's like the way that I play, those are the bands that influence me a lot. So
Okay.
It's kind of blending into, their generation and their genres.
Pretty cool.
We really do.
It's really,
Yeah.
really weird, but it works.
Yeah, and I love hearing that influence come out because he will come up with melodies that I would have never thought of, and we find ways to make them work, and it really does
Sounds
put
like
off,
the
a
John
unique
Lennon,
sound.
the John Lennon of the writing duo.
Yeah.
That's what I do with Phoenix is I make him sing stuff. We're just crazy, and so he knows he does his part, and I do my part. So he'll do something like, "What'd you do today? Orange orange, mandarin orange. He said mandarin orange, and was like singing it. Yeah, because he was eating them. And so I said mandarin or something, you know. He says mandarin orange, and I mandarin. So it's kind of that call and answer process of songwriting, that one team writer gets to kind of come up with one melody, and then the other person, just from your background and where you're coming from, here's another thing that fits nicely, you know.
Yeah.
That's kind of exactly how we do it. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
And like, if there's something that, I mean, because I'm human, of course I'm gonna struggle, but like Jana will, jump in there and be like, "Oh, I think this is what you're trying to go for," and then we'll sit there and we'll actually like literally pick the notes out, because like she can hear I'm trying to figure that out, and she kind of knows in advance where it is in my head. It's just that I have a hard time explaining it.
All right, well, Jana, if you already talked about this, forgive me, but how did you get started playing music? Because you play keyboards and sing.
I've just I don't think my family could ever get me to shut up.
Kind of like mine.
I sang all the time growing up, all the time. And I tried to like do music in church and everything like that. I have two sisters.
Everybody does, because you almost don't have a choice here in the South.
Yeah, and I had two sisters growing up, and we were really close, and we had like our own little all-girl punk rock band in high school, and that was really fun for a while. And then I tried to do like some solo stuff, but never really. I always have a hard time like letting myself do that and think that it's like a good enough thing to pursue or whatever.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm not singing and just singing my heart out or whatever, I love video game music. I am very heavily inspired by video game music. I always try to think of like whatever thing helps me inspire my writing style, and I always end up going back to like video game music, like soundtracks from like Final Fantasy and Legend of Zelda and things like that.
Now, are you kind of referring to your piano playing and how you are inspired? Yeah, okay.
Yes, or like how like Mike said that I will help him pick out notes and stuff. The theory side of it is all very, very much from video game music.
Yeah,
all
awesome.
kinds of video games.
So you're in my world, you're hearing Mario Brothers and Grand Theft Auto. That's all I really know. But
would you say Ocarina of Time is the greatest game of all time?
Excellent.
I'm more of a Final Fantasy VII stan?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have no clue. There's so many more video games. I didn't keep up. And so, what about musical training? Do you have any, like, did you take piano lessons or anything?
Yeah, so I took piano lessons when I was 12. I played by ear when I was 7, and I just kept teaching myself things for like reading sheet music and things like that. I went to college.
The most difficult part of music.
Yeah, I went to college, and I was going to pursue more piano stuff, but I kind of got pushed into singing more. My choir director heard me sing, and she just signed me up for voice lessons and a cappella.
High school?
Yeah, no, in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no choir in junior high or high school?
No, I was actually homeschooled from first grade through high school. We moved all the time from my dad's job and stuff.
That explains singing in the church then.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, singing in the church for sure.
Hey, it's okay. You got to celebrate everything for the good that it is, and like it or not, that's the one thing that youth groups facilitate is kids playing music. I've seen it happen many times where, now I'm getting little saucy, but I've seen it happen many times where, most kids want to bang drums or play guitar, make a lot of noise, and parents are like, shut up, you can't do that. We're going to buy you a guitar. No way. But the kid that says, hey, I want to play guitar in the youth group, they get their Line 6 amp and Les Paul like immediately. It's for the youth group.
Yeah.
And so the kids just wait for the doors to close and everybody to leave.
Oh my goodness.
I'm playing. At least some of the ones that I knew did. Thank God.
Yeah, I tell I mentioned earlier that I teach music now at a school of rock, and
Okay, cool.
I tell a lot of my students, I'm like, man, I wish I had this opportunity in high school to
Yeah.
like go to a school of rock or something, because there's just there's a lot more creativity allowed in that kind of environment. So
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
all structure. You have the structure there, right? But it's not all structure. Is that
Yeah.
right? Like if I'm your student, do I have the option to like, hey, can you teach me how to play Stairway to Heaven, please? I know it's not part of what you want to do, but and not only that, if I can play it like Jimmy Page, I'd also maybe like to look a little bit like him, you know, act like him a little bit, you know. Is that kind of the idea behind School of Rock?
Um, in a way, yeah. They've got different programs and sets made up. Like they'll have anything from like right now we've got a Killers versus the Muse set. We've got a Metallica set. So we've got several different genres, and they can sign up for what set list that they would like to learn how to play.
Killer.
So, yeah.
See, I love that. That's the thing about music and music instruction in particular, as I'm a firm believer in music instruction. But I know that in most cases, it's the wrong teachers because they're on the boulevard of broken dreams, hating life and teaching as a means of paying the bills like the rest of us, you know. And it's a rough place to be. And then they're trying to secure their students like a chiropractor, so they want them to follow the schedule that keeps them there 6 months or a year. And I respect all of that, but if you know, life is about fun and enjoyment, and that's why I'm getting back to School of Rock. Thanks for letting me say it, because I like that about School of Rock in particular, and all these new places facilitating the enjoyment side of instruction.
Yeah, my goal as a teacher is I want to help inspire these students. I want them to have a love for music, and I want to watch them and help them grow and give them the tools that they need to do what they want to do in life with their music.
Beautiful.
That's
And that's the
about right
absolute most almost impossible thing to teach anyone, you know, is improvisation. That's what they call it. Right? You can go to college and get a degree in classic blues guitar, but you can't get a degree in improvisation. That takes what you just said. That's what that type of nurturing you just talked about helps bring out a child or any person's ability to improvise and be more confident about it. All right. Well, so that we don't keep you all night, let's get to the dude with the really good vocals in the back. You were telling us earlier before the show that you actually do vocal book recordings.
Yeah, I do. I do.
There it
audiobooks
is. There's
and
that voice. Audio
get close
books.
to that mic. Yeah, this is my own mic, so I know exactly how it works. So yeah, I do audiobooks. I do. I recently started a gig where I am doing narration for a kind of a documentary series on armored vehicles from history. So I just started that, and my first video where I'm narrating should be coming out on their channel either today or maybe tomorrow or the day after. I think they need a little bit more time.
Whose
to
channel?
edit it.
Whose channel, bro?
They're called Tank Encyclopedia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Hey, congratulations, man. You know, sounds like a lot of fun for you, but they're lucky to have you, man. I remember just talking to you that one time that we met, that night y'all played Growl, and recognizing it, you know, your voice automatic. But my ears tuned. Like, I know, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
But, man, hearing you talk now, nicest voice we've had on the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
so
I've actually
they're
hosted
fortunate
things
to
like
have
this
you, man.
before.
I can see you. Really, man. There's no stopping a voice like that, bro. That's a golden voice right there. You can do pretty much anything in the voice world you want. Usually, as a matter of fact, Chris Arnold is not a personal friend of mine, but he recognizes me when I see him, and he's cool to me. Like, because Chris Arnold's a super cool dude. Do you know who he is?
I'm not familiar, no.
Chris Arnold is the badass ass in FM sports radio. He's all that in a bag of chips.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's over on ESPN now. He holds down the whole station. It's Chris Arnold. He's also the announcer now, and has been for a long time, for the Dallas Mavericks. I'm telling you, he's very approachable. You've got like the golden ticket. You can pretty much choose your way through this process. You've probably already figured that out, though, right?
Actually, no. I've been struggling a little bit, but
It's crazy because you sound like Hanson Dan from Wayne's World 2.
People know that you got that voice and that you're available. I'm not kidding, dude. You can go down to the Freak 97.1, the Freak. Just go down to their fucking office tomorrow. They'll find a spot for you.
I might take you up on that. Actually, I might look into doing that.
Yeah, get back to me and let me know. Hey, I'll give you a tip. I'll give you a tip. That they do. They call it. We say what we want, and they have Freak Friday where they have a bunch of people that meet down in this space over off of LBJ, where they can see, the radio station, and in the studio they can look down, and they have big parties every Friday. Just go out there and hold up your Infinity Vein sign. Promote your band. Take your band out there. Y'all have a good time. That alone will, that's what I like. If I wasn't working and doing all the things I do, it's that kind of stuff you can enjoy. And when you have the golden ticket, like your voice or potentially this band, Infinity Vein's a great fucking band. Y'all have a lot of potential, bro. So anyway, that's my best encouragement. You can do it. You can do it.
Thank you, Ricky.
It's an honor. All right, so what else do you have going on with that golden voice? Anything audio we should look out for?
Well, let's see.
Give me a 5 on that.
Not immediately at the moment. Like, besides the band, audiobooks, narration, let's see. I've put forward a couple of auditions for different characters in video games and such, but haven't been picked up for anything there yet. And I actually, years ago, almost a decade ago now, I was looking into getting into, radio. And I never got to the point where I could submit a, vocal audition. But, any, normal application I sent out got returned to me, and they're like, hey, you need a college degree in telecommunications to come work for us. I'm like, well, all right. So I kind of gave up on it for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that's generally the idea because, North Texas University has a big radio program and all that. But, hey, if nothing else, as a backup, you can always make a ton of dough in the titty bars. So just make it work, man. I'm just playing. Is that what you already do? Is that already your employment?
No.
I'm totally just trying to mess with you a little bit.
That's all right.
So do you mind me asking, what do you do? What is your profession?
Well, right now I'm a full-time dad.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah. Jana and I, we have 2 beautiful little girls at home.
You understand my plight.
I do. I understand very well.
Okay, well, go ahead and tell us how you got involved with Infinity Vein and, what you do, your contribution.
Right. So, how I got involved, whenever, Mike sent a message to Jana through a website called Bandmix. I am the one who made Jana's Bandmix profile, and I kind of was her manager of sorts. So I saw the message, and I told her about it, and she responded and told him no. Then Mike had an opportunity to explain. She told him no because he said he wanted to sound just like Nightwish. And she said, no, I don't want to sound just like anyone. then he
Yeah,
had
that-
an
I get
opportunity
that,
to
no.
explain that no, he just wants to be inspired. Like he wants to go in that gothic symphonic direction, and then she was more keen on meeting. So of course, being her husband, I accompanied her to the meeting, and accompanied her to a bunch of practice sessions after that, and I just kind of sat in the corner and provided lyrics. When we got our boy Micah over there, he was trying out for the position of bass player, and he didn't really want to stick in the band because we didn't sound heavy enough until I added growls to everything.
Okay.
So
Makes
that's
sense.
how I got. That's how I got.
It's 2023,
started.
man. We're not Judas Priest and AC/DC anymore.
Yeah. So I didn't have an intention to actually do vocals, and in fact, of the band members in the band, I have like very little musical experience and background. I had like a little bit of high school band, and I dropped it for journalism. So like I feel outclassed all the time, but I'm very, very happy for the opportunity to lend my voice, such as it is, to the project.
Everything happens for a reason, man. You
Also,
are
yeah.
where you are where you belong. You know, I mean.
Yeah.
So.
And it's great because like he supports me and he's always supported me in my music pursuits, and he can also pick my brain for music stuff anytime.
Yeah.
So he does that on a regular basis, and I love helping out with that kind of stuff too.
I've really
So
improved a lot
let me
since
ask
we
you then: Are you learning? Are you learning music? Like, do you know C, D, E, F, G, A, B?
That's stuff that I do remember from, like, basic music theory and stuff like that is stuff that I remember from my high school education. Because, like, while I wasn't in the band for a very long time, we did have a very robust music program at my high school. So I learned a lot. And I can go back and forth with Jana on a lot of the stuff until we get into, like different key signatures than what I'm usually used to.
Okay, so what instrument did you play in high school?
I played the clarinet and the bassoon.
Aha, how about that? He's a bassooner.
Yeah.
Hey, that makes you extra unique. There's not many of you folks in the world, I'm guessing.
I know, that's why I picked it actually. Also because like
that's freaking awesome.
Occasionally I would just
trait.
stop playing the bassoon because it's a very low instrument. Sometimes I would just stop playing the bassoon and I would just vocalize the note.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
sings it.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to my little nephew Bruce, or cousin, my third cousin Bruce, who today chose to play trumpet in
nice.
in band, in school band. He had training. He's a trained musician. Like, he can sit down at the piano and play all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Trained musician, little kid. And he's kind of given up on music. He's been through skateboarding and video gaming and stuff. So somehow they got him back into music at school, and he chose to play the trumpet today. So that's pretty awesome.
Nice. I mean, you don't need your hands to skateboard. You can play the trumpet and skateboard at the same time.
Booyah! That's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
you. That's how you.
Ska.
That's how you trend. That's how you trend in 2023.
I mean, no kidding.
Who needs
actually.
Fleetwood Mac when you can trumpet on the skateboard?
Heck yeah. I'd watch that, not gonna lie.
I'll tell him about it. Not gonna lie. Well, thank you for the inspiration. All I really know to say to you guys is thank you for your time and thank you for your hard work, because it shows, and I know it's hard work. I mean, it's still a dream. Even when you can write and record a good song, even when you can write and perform good songs, it's still a dream, you know?
Yeah.
And so my dream is that, all of you folks that are local bands that I've been fortunate enough to meet and listen to and enjoy, that the rest of the world, that the magic happens for you and the rest of the world gets to enjoy you too.
Awesome.
Who do I contact for future gigs together? You. Okay.
Mike.
Well, you find me on Facebook.
You can send him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
They're
find us
pretty
on
easy to
Facebook,
find,
but
too.
on our Infinity Vein Facebook, you will be talking to him. I do like the TikTok stuff.
I handle Instagram, and also I made us a thread.
I love that y'all equally divide the work because I literally do everything.
Oh
Well,
my gosh, I'm so sorry.
that's a very
Yeah.
Mike is definitely better at it than the rest of us, though.
I herd cats for a living now. It sucks. So.
So,
No,
was
they're
that
great.
you singing?
Yeah, that was me.
And,
I did not do the
um,
growls. I
oh
did
my
not do
gosh.
the growls.
Girl, your voice is lovely. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel like it sounds better live, but like when they like did it when we recorded, I was like,
relate.
"Is that me?" Oh,
Yeah.
it's different live. You feel it different, and sometimes I feel like
It
you can just
does.
push more a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a
You
wall,
kinda
and you
draw
just
on the energy from the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, and your
Yeah.
bandmates. Like I feel like when they really give it, I really give it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True facts.
that is true.
Then you feel.
But they're like really blunt, and honest, and they will tell me if a note sucked. Like thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Great. My ego just shrunk to like even like negative what it was.
I have that same problem.
Yeah.
No, but I appreciate it. I'm like, that was bad, wasn't it? And they're like, yeah. Well.
Honestly, I wish that they would do that to me more. Like, I need them to tell me when I suck more.
We do.
That's
You just
funny.
never stop, like,
Sometimes I just get a look and they're like,
you need a microphone. You can't.
yeah, I can't hear the guy in the corner.
Yeah, the guy in the corner is very quiet. That's our bass player, Micah.
Yeah.
Hey, Micah, you know what? There's also a member of the band Vane named Juice, and he sits in the corner. So that's another thing you guys have in common
Was he
as a
was he your
band.
bass player?
Well, hey, y'all, I really have to wrap up the night. I hate telling everybody this because I'd love to party on. I promise I can party all night till the sun rises. But I got to take care of my grandbaby, so I'm going to thank everybody for joining us, especially Infinity Vein, everybody in the chats. Ariel, thank you so very much tonight.
Thanks for having me. I'm going to contact you guys. Just not tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Line it up. Line it up. That's I mean, the best thing that I can get out of doing all this, my investment of time, is to see y'all actually do things that benefit you. And, you know, if, you know, I'm doing this because I believe in it. But I got to go. I'm going to play this song. I love you. Everybody join us every Wednesday night. Blow your brains out. Good night. See you next Wednesday.